What is up, Hypixel Nation? I'm your host, Lego Maestro. Let's get right into the news. So, guys, you all really seem to want an interview with AJS. So, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I got some really hard-hitting questions for them. So, if you've had any questions you might have wanted to ask them, well, some of them might have been on this list, maybe all of them, who knows. But anyway, guys, I have three of their members here today. We have Afri. Say hello.
Hello.
All right, we got Sniz,
Hi.
and we have Kevos.
Hey.
So he was number one Skelly at one point, and on the Hypixel Council Hypixel Player Council. So, all right, we're going to start off with our first question here. So, how all did AJS start? That's a question a lot of us want to know.
Afri, that's
Okay.
you.
Well, I'm the only real AJS member here, I guess.
Mm.
So, I wasn't a creator of AJS. That was E4 and Madra. They were or whatever. They created AJS, right? This was about, I'd say, about a year ago. E4 led Team Impact. I believe he got sick of them, or a few of them, and then went to create his own guild, named it AJS as a joke, which unfortunately does stand for Anti-Juice Society, but so I joined it in about May, shortly before I got permabanned. I got kicked from Revival because I didn't like them and stuff like that. And I wanted people who were better and took the game more seriously. So I joined my friend E4 and underscore and Matt Madra and a few others joined with us. And so then I shortly after I got permabanned for I watched out because I was auto-clicking like an idiot, but I didn't care. Anyway, so then in the summer, around June, when we got the Big Daddy Poke, he
Okay.
he had a supply of brothers or alts, and me and a select few of other members that I won't mention, just for privacy sakes. I was on my alt, and we boosted in face off like a whole lot. Like on my alt, I think I have like 400 some games played, and pretty much all those are like boosting. Honestly,
Wow.
it was a lot of fun. I got like almost top 50 shaman with like probably only like 10 games played in normal. I mean, I didn't really care. I played other games at that time, but yeah, it was just a select few of us. We were all friends. We didn't really hack on alts much back in the early summer. We kind of just like boosted on alts, face off for our mains and stuff like that. The other members played the game more often, like E4, Aim It, Poke, people like that, and Horse Tamer, Maple Syrup, all of them. You know?
Well, Horse Tamer, that one that Swift guy exposed?
Yeah.
So he was hacking after all.
Oh, no. I think no, he was not. He only joined us, I think, in
You joined very late.
very
Before
late.
me,
I think
but late.
October or November. Something happened and he like quit for a long time. I don't remember what it was.
Mm.
Yeah, he joined in like October or November. I don't remember when. Sometime school year started. So yeah, as the summer progressed, we boosted, played, had fun. We were all friends. We didn't really invite like random people we didn't all get along with because we didn't really care about anybody else. So then in August, I think I don't know what the whole Lucid thing was. I don't remember when that was, but I remember we hacked on alts with Lucid a few times. And I actually do have a clip of us b-hopping on somebody. Oh my god, that clip's still funny. This isn't like late August, almost school starting time, or school had already started for some people.
Right.
That start in like mid or late August. I don't start then. But yeah, started hacking on alts then. It didn't really get big until December. But yeah, kind of just hung out, played the game, had fun. Didn't really care. We were toxic in chat. If we got banned on our main, just played on an alt. we're just kind of a group of dudes, had fun. And then I'd say November, we got pretty notorious with Maple, Horse Tamer.
Maple Syrup, the other guy that got exposed by Swift Gaia.
Yeah. Yeah, mainly the people that got exposed by YouTubers and like that Mudkipper guy making a rant video on us. We got a lot of attention. And yeah. So we started getting a lot of attention because they were
Hold that thought. There's a phone apparently. Alright, continue.
Alright, so yeah, we got a lot of attention because like people were like hacking on like alt accounts or like I guess their mains, even though it wasn't really their main for some of us. I wasn't really playing at the time because like I was kind of a guy that was like all obsessed about like my own account, so I didn't really find it fun to play on alts and stuff like that and like just vape or like I would occasionally, but I just didn't really find it fun. So because I wasn't like I didn't have all the good stuff on my main account, right? It just wasn't that fun for me, so I didn't really play. I played other games, but they on the other hand, yeah, pretty much all of us. Well, not all of us, but a good amount of us used vape during that time. And then as it progressed, I don't remember how we got all these alts, but I think one of our members
you seem to have a lot of them.
He bought something for like an account generator or something. And he got emails, passwords, all that stuff. Got Minecraft accounts, so like, hey, let's get on a VPN, let's start hacking. It'll be a lot of fun. And then I remember first week of December, we were going ham on people, shouting AGS in games.
I remember that.
Making a whole rep for ourselves. I went on the forums, and I got a grand total of 44 locked threads about us in a period of 1 week. So
Dang.
it was pretty glorious that many people were mad and all the attention. It was so good. We kind of just kept the whole thing up, and then toward the end of like winter break, so like just a few days before the new year, we decided like, hey, let's make a YouTube channel and like show this with people or show what we're doing because it's really funny and can be entertaining if we probably put some editing over it, put some music so people don't just like don't get bored of people just hacking with like full Minecraft sounds. Like that's kind of dumb. So yeah, we started hacking, getting a lot of attention, still uploading. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, a lot of people like it, and we're blowing up. We're getting like
maybe other hackers. I mean,
yeah, I think we got 16,000 views, might be near 17,000 with like 14 or 13 videos. So that's pretty good to me. We got 300 subscribers in a month. So yeah. And then we started the whole like shouting stuff in game, like subscribe to the channel, thanks Kevos, I don't like maybe like free Ahmed or something as a joke, stuff like that. The whole thanks Kevos thing was an exploit that he found, which you could do something where you could you have to like consistently log onto the server with two different like Minecraft clients open until like you weren't online anymore in a glitchy way. Like to do that you have to try to like party somebody or yourself or something like that. I'm not sure. And
you would null your session. It was just so you couldn't use commands or anything.
Yeah,
I do that accidentally all the time.
Yep, and it's used for a bypass on Watchdog and moderators. Well, it's fixed now.
Yeah,
so we could. You can still use it. It's been a thing since so long. I've told them that you could use it mostly for duping things. Like on my main account, I duped pretty much every single like Christmas rewards or like whatever rewards. I duped all of them because you could, and they would never fix it. Every single time they would come out with these, you could just dupe them. I kept telling them, they never fixed it. So one night I was like, hey, what if I can just bypass bans altogether? And why don't you know? You could. That was
So,
pretty fun.
So yeah, so we figured out how to bypass bans through Kevos' method. So we would get banned by Watchdog, or if like that ever happened, or we could get banned by a moderator or an admin or whatever. But so the ban message would show up in chat, but you wouldn't go offline, and you'd only get banned once the game was over. Once you get back to the lobby, you get banned or whatever. But yeah, you couldn't get kicked from the game or banned in game like at the moment. But then the admins started to disconnect our sessions because they figured out what we were doing, sort of. And then they started doing that, so we couldn't really bypass bans anymore.
Then they gave perms to moderators. They upped the perms on moderators' control over bans, so they can disconnect us as well.
No, I think what they did simply is they made it so when you get banned, it also disconnects the player. But it took them kind of a lot of time to get admins to come around and like actually disconnect players that were bypassing the bans. But in total, it took them over like 50 hours to patch this thing, and it was made use of very extensively.
Yeah, by this time, me and Kevos were already banned for a compromised account. So that's why Thanks Kevos started.
Yeah.
I never heard about it, but
So I'd say like a week or two ago, a lot of us went on Hypixel TeamSpeak. I think somebody actually had something to say, like something serious to say to the admins or something like that. So we all just decided to get on and like see if they would move us all at once and just like do around and like I don't know.
We have that recorded. Yeah, that was as a last attempt kind of thing to get Afri. Afri had just been banned for playing with a hacker, and it was a great game. We gave the L to Swift Gaia and Ice Smash. Yeah, that was a great game. But
that was a great game.
So we went on Hypixel TS. I went on to like try and like warn them about what was gonna happen and like see if there was anything we could do. And I did. I told them, and they didn't want any other information. They just wanted to deal with AJS. And they went ahead and moved each of them one by one in and out, and they would address them one by one. One of our members, R7, got put in there, and he asked what client Plank was using when he hacked. And then Afri got moved in, or did you get moved in or just banned?
No, I never got moved in.
Yeah, Afri never got to talk to them. I think two others got to talk to them. I don't remember which ones they were.
It was R7, Ott, and I think Horse Tamer.
Yeah, it was Red. Yeah, Horse Tamer. Yeah. So they got in, and they were just saying like, can we be unbanned? And like, if they said no, they were going to say, okay, we'll just go hack on alts then. And then they didn't know. The staff couldn't reply to that. Like, it's just an end all be all situation.
Yeah.
Really, this started is because once you lose concern or like emotions for your account and don't really care about it, like it can just go to waste. It doesn't matter. You can just give it up.
Exactly.
So
like we were in there and I didn't even remember, like just a minute ago, that we were in there because I got banned. Like that's how much I don't care.
Yeah.
So I got banned. I was playing with Sniz and another person, not gonna name who. Sniz and the other person were on different. One of the persons was on my team. Sniz was on a different team, and Swift and Ice Smash were playing together since Swift recently got kicked from Blacklisted and was playing with Abstract, I guess. So I believe it was Sniz.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, it was you. I think you killed Swift Gaia and then strength fed Ice Smash.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty hot.
I wasn't near you during that time, but I saw it on the kill feed and I was laughing.
Oh yeah, and then we started getting banned by Plank.
Yeah, so
I think I was there too.
Yeah, you were there, Kevin. Yeah, we dropped one by one, and then at the end, right as Afri won the game, Afri got perm banned and stat wiped.
Yep. So
yeah, that was a really big moment.
We ended the game. I think R7. No, I think he might have got warped in the game and said that Plank was there, but somebody said
I was.
Oh,
yeah,
that was you,
moved another account in.
Yeah. So Kevos had a different account of spectating to check for moderators and stuff like that to alert us. Like toggle off if you wanted to save that account. And he said, "Oh crap, guys, Plank's here." And I didn't think Swift Guy was serious when he said he was going to get me permanent for playing with hackers, because the day before I was playing with another member, and I was chasing somebody, and then he alerted me that Swift was trying to jump me because I was in a trench. So I got out of there, and then Swift was trying to jump me, and then he realized it didn't work, so he dug in a hole, and that person killed him through a wall and recorded it. And then Swift started messaging me like, "LOL, getting you per man, playing with hackers, giving him food, stuff like that," right? Then I didn't really think he could do that, but proved me wrong. Got me.
Yeah, I mean, he took out AOE, he took out you too, apparently.
Yeah. So in that game that I got banned by Plank. A few hours later, I got stats wiped, but I didn't really care. I screenshotted the stats that I cared about, just in case everyone look back at them in the future. But
Right.
yeah. So going back to the TeamSpeak thing, they were in there to concern about my ban and the other members' bans, and they kind of caught on that we were trolling, so they decided to network ban all of us and stats wipe all of our mains.
Wow.
We're banned from network ban is just a blacklist for people who don't know. So you get banned on the forums, in game, probably stats wiped.
Discord too apparently. Like the unofficial one, like you get banned from that one too.
Well, that's unrelated. Yeah, I guess it doesn't help.
So yeah, that's the story of AJS until now.
Yeah, now it's become this huge ordeal where there's at least one member in every game b-hopping. So that does kind of lead me to my next question. You guys said you don't really have much of a concern at some point for your account, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what is your concern about other people? Like, like what do you feel, like what do you think about ruining other people's games? Like there's kids that log on there, their mom says they can play one game a day, and well, how does it end? With some b-hopper flying around them, I mean,
although that like almost makes me care a little, it really doesn't, because the way I saw it, at least, is when it came to protecting the server, that's the staff's duty. And
AJS in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's the staff's duty. Like they're supposed to come down. They're supposed to take care of everything. They're supposed to make sure their anti-cheat is up to date. Their cheat detection is up to date. Everything's like working and functioning, and their staff team is active and actively banning hackers. But that's not the case. So it comes to the conclusion, kind of an analogy, like if it's bad, it's like obviously you have a moral compass. Like, are you gonna steal from something if you can do it and not get caught? But then if everyone else is stealing too and not getting caught, and people refuse to do anything about it even though they know what's going on, then it becomes more the sense of like, how can we get them to notice that it's so bad?
Well,
yeah, and
I
also,
don't think there's any circumstance that makes it right. It's, just because they do have a problem with their entity. I will agree their staff and that, I mean, I've had great experiences with staff. It's kind of hard to find some online, but, they normally will just get people banned. But Watchdog, I'll say, has some problems. But, I mean, that doesn't, obviously it does need to be fixed, but that's no excuse for you to go, oh, well, it's got to be fixed. Might as well hack.
You also have to understand this has been going on for 3 years.
Yeah, like it's really not that simple. It's gotten to the point. It's clear they're not gonna fix anything unless we literally force them to. Like it's been like this forever. Like if you look at UHC, the game is unplayable. Don't go play UHC. Like
I've
when
played it.
we do
It's pretty bad.
When you do like mega walls, we all get banned and like, oh, like there must be a mod that specs mega walls. Like, hey, let's go to UHC. Every single game, there's gonna be 2-3 other b-hoppers. Every game, every single game. Like the game is absolutely dead, and it has been for a year. They haven't done anything, and they're not gonna do anything about it unless us we make it so bad and so public that then they will move in and do something. which I don't think they will do. I don't
Like-
think they'll do anything.
Yeah, we were.
Well-
I was player counsel as well, so you have to understand that we had active connections to admins. So although they didn't talk to us much, as there wasn't really much interaction unless there was an update going on. It was mentioned multiple times to them, like, what if we put a network cap on certain games, like more advanced games that players shouldn't be immediately playing? That got rejected, and there was even a forum post made on that, like if it should actually happen. And we told them, we discussed it before with admins, and it was never going to happen. And I doubt they're going to go back on the word now. I think.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we had one where we were talking about incognito staff, like more regulated staff too. That got denied. I mean, we tried getting to, I think it was around the Reflowable and Zeblaw time. Zeblaw was streaming with hackers, and we could not get him banned for playing with hackers, even though Afri got banned for playing with hackers. Like, obviously,
this was much afterward.
yeah,
Much longer.
they're stepping it up now that we're making it a problem.
Well, like
And
you said,
also,
it
I
just
would
goes
like to
back
say
to
one thing
Go ahead.
regarding the question. It's about the fact that like you're ruining people's game.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I mean, yeah, okay, it's us. We're ruining people's game, but any hacker can do it.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's not
That means
as
all
much as
hackers
it's
are
us.
bad. That's why do you think they get banned? Why is there everyone's going against hackers? It's just like there's cops and robbers. It's just a good and bad. So
I think there's
Well,
more
of
to it
course,
than
but-
that. There's like,
in
way I see
simplicity,
it-
I say that's about it.
okay, well, I mean, like if you
I mean,
look-
I get what you're saying, but
there's
you know,
chaotic neutral, chaotic good, chaotic bad. You know what I'm talking
mean,
about.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. In terms of morals, it's bad.
It's
I'm not gonna lie.
definitely
bad.
It's
bad.
bad, of course. But
like
you
you
know,
said, it just goes back
I
to your
mean-
moral compass.
Yeah, and
it's a game. They clearly are not doing anything to fix it. So you know, like, why not? You know, they're not gonna fix it. They're not gonna fix it.
Well, then
And
let
then,
that be something for
if
them
you
to
look at it
fix,
this
but
way-
don't, you know.
I mean,
That's
Like,
like,
the way
going,
I
oh,
see
well,
this,
the bank's
like-
got pretty low security. Let's just keep robbing it till they fix it. Like, no, that doesn't make any excuse.
the thing is we once did this. I think Kevos did it, like, authorized too. Like, he was scaffolding with a great client, but he told them to fix it, and it got fixed. And then we tried that again, and it did not get fixed. So yes, like, they even pay, like, certain companies, a lot of companies will actually pay, like, well-known hackers to try and breach their security to see how well protected it is. And
Right.
they're
Real
doing
hack,
nothing
not
to
Minecraft.
fix it. Like, obviously, we're not getting paid for this or anything. We're doing it for the
Right,
fun of
well,
it, as well as the attention, because attention's everything. But
Yeah, that's why you're doing the interview, right?
yeah, you know it. I mean, the only other reason is just to get our word out there.
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah, after you can go.
okay,
Okay.
so the way I see it, going back to the question, it's the thing about Minecraft morals. I don't know if I was one that like started saying that or whatever, but all I know is that like I've been saying it for a long time. So like the whole thing about Minecraft morals, there is a difference between you as a human being in real life where stuff matters, and compared to Minecraft, where this game is what, like 9 years old, when like what was beta, like 2009 or something like that. The real game came out like what, 2011? I don't know, right? This game is fairly old. We've grown up with it or played it for a long time, especially on Hypixel.
Mhm.
So the way I see it, I don't really care so much about the person I am online. Like, I'm not gonna be like, as a person, like, no, I am not for like, you know, like ruining others people's times or stuff like that just because we can. Like, if you do that in real life, like, you're just an asshole. But when it comes to like a video
when you
game,
can apply that to the game, dude, you'd see what you're doing.
there's a difference between real life and online, where the stuff doesn't
Not when
really
it comes
matter
to moral
in the
stuff,
long
dude.
run.
It's
But
you're still
that's the
ruining
thing,
people's
there's a
time, in game or
difference.
real life. It's the time is real life. You're ruining people's real life time, whether it's in game or
me,
not.
To me and to us, or I don't know about all of us, but some of us, there's a difference between your online, like, persona, or like the fact that the anonymity, or like however you pronounce it, I legit cannot even pronounce that word, but the fact that you can be so anonymous online people go to such extremes. Like the fact that E4 decided to name his guild Anti-Jew Society, even though he's not anti-Semitic in real life, like that it shows the extent of the internet and as to what you can get away with without people, knowing that you can be like that in real life. Because this anti-Jew society, that's a horrible thing to call yourself in real life. Like if you have a thing against somebody because of their religion, like you're just stupid. But as I was saying, there's a difference between your video game morals and real life morals. To me, at least, like I was in Team Speak with Sesser, Kecker, whatever you want to call it, that mod, with underscore because I was trying to talk to him about my ban or whatever, right? And so I told him how I got banned for auto clicking, right? And he's like, "Oh, how do you feel about cheating and like ruining people's times?" And I was trying to say to him how there's a clear difference between being like it to me, like the online stuff, it doesn't matter. Like he's trying to say that like being in a game with some random person from China is like just as important as like a friend or something or someone you know and care about in the real world where stuff matters, because you are more than likely to not get anywhere, make a career out of Minecraft unless you're like a huge YouTuber with millions of subs. So to me, it just doesn't matter. It's just a game. I don't really care what I do because, like, what's it gonna do to me, right? I don't have like
ruin your moral compass, apparently.
Yeah, I have different morals in Minecraft than in real life because I will say really toxic stuff in Minecraft, and online, but not in real life because I want to be a likable person in real life because that's what I care about in real life. I want to be a good person. I don't want people to hate me because I'm a total asshole to everyone. Because, like, why would you want to be an asshole to people no matter what, anywhere? Like, nobody's going to like you. But online, I don't care. It's a video game. It is Minecraft. We are 16, 17, 15. We are teenagers, right? We are a bit old for this game, in my opinion. But, hey, we're having fun. We're doing what we like. Who cares? It's a video game, right? So,
That I agree on.
The thing is that we're wasting people's real life time. That is morally wrong to my real morals, but I don't care because if they see a B-hopper, it's their choice to stay. I mean, I know that we shouldn't have the authority to say or for them to decide if they want to stay in the game or not. Like, as real life morals, like it's a bad thing that we're hacking and like making the game unplayable. But I don't care. It's a video game.
I think
it's a video
also
game.
Really important to note that it's all about how attached you are to something. When you detach yourself from something, it's meaningless. It doesn't have anything. Like if you told me Kavos was on the brink of dying or Afri was stuck in traffic or something, I would care a lot more about like their well-being. Like I want Afri to get home faster. I want Kavos to like not die, obviously. But you talk about a random what's something like Kitty Cat 324. I don't care that she's 8 years old. I have my own sister that's 10. I understand that she's probably just experimenting with the game too, but I don't know her at all. They're just a pixel on my screen. They are very literally just a block on my screen that I'm clicking on, or not clicking on for the matter, because
you
I'm
will never
it's
meet
just
them in
the
real
game.
life. You'll never meet
And
them in real
also,
life.
regarding
Doesn't
again,
matter.
what Afri was saying, of course, we're cheating, but it's not just us. There's so many other cheaters.
That doesn't make it right, but...
Exactly.
It doesn't make it right. We're not debating that it's right, but there is so much of a responsibility on the server itself to make it not possible, which they completely failed to do so.
Like the staff is just so corrupt. Like it's
not even that they're corrupt. They just have a bad way of managing.
It also boils
them.
down to like, why
Well,
not? If they're
They-
not gonna fix
they
it,
don't do a good job.
like, why not? Why not?
Like, It is
like,
their
at this
own
point-
fault.
At
It's
this-
their
yeah,
own
at-
fault
at this point,
that it keeps happening. It is their own fault.
It's 3 years. It's 3
Happy.
years of insanity. Like me, Kevos, and Kevos were completely clean. We've only ever been falsely banned. I got one mute for spamming nice things using a command in the Foundation Guild mod, very literally. And I've only been once because of a photo when I was a non-donor. Kevos has been lost his good boy rewards because he got falsely banned by Watchdog ages ago. Like, we were completely clean, but time wears on. Like, you as in real life, you get more and more memories of despair, but there's also happy moments, and you keep living to experience those happy moments. But as soon as there's no hope of ever experiencing those happy moments, why not just give in to the misery?
Exactly. Like, I used to have Minecraft Mortals back when I was in Revival. I mean, I didn't cheat back then. Well, I mean, I was in Revival when I auto-clicked and got banned for it. But, like, before that, I didn't cheat because I cared about my Minecraft reputation, you know? Wanted to be a legit player because I had Minecraft Mortals. And then when I started auto-clicking because I didn't really care anymore because I got number 1 squid. I got all the stuff I like. I wanted to get nice position on leaderboards. I had a lot of fun. Met some cool people. I'm like, you know what? Let's try to, you know, beat people even harder and try to go for 10 plus CPS and try to get my ability in a few hits. But, you know, didn't really work. I didn't care that I was hacking as to why I did it because people were like, well, you're an idiot. Like, you were auto-clicking and you got banned. I'm like, I don't care that I got banned. If I wanted to auto-click, I would have, or if I wanted to stay unbanned, then I wouldn't have done that. Because I just didn't care at that point. Like, it just keeps happening.
I think we're just repeating ourselves now, though, Afri.
Yeah, I am really
I
bad.
have no idea where this discussion's going at this point.
I mean, I
just keep
assure
on
you, yeah,
repeating myself.
yeah. All right, let me get on to the next thing
Sorry.
here. So, what are your guys' suggestions to the staff? You know, the ones that are, you know, on the other side of this, you know, screen watching, going, all right, let's see what these hackers have to say. You know, going, all right, well, what are we going to do about this? What do you have to say to them?
First, Kessie,
Well,
you're...
I would like to start this.
Oh, you want to start? Okay.
Yeah, I would like to say that, well, when you say staff, there's moderators, there's admins. I mean, I have nothing against
Helpers can't do
moderators.
anything, so I'm referring to the admins, developers, and staff, like mods.
People that can do stuff.
Okay, so like
Right.
the actual paid that are supposed to do something. Oh well, regarding that, I have already told them my suggestions. They know exactly what they should do. Why they haven't done it,
Which
that's
is?
a question that I do not have an answer for.
Well, I mean, what have you
Personally,
told
they
them?
know exactly what they should do. I've already told them, all of them. They know.
Okay, for the fans, then tell them so that they're not asking in the comments. Well, what did they do?
Please
You know
tell
what
them.
they said.
So Cowboy said he wasn't going to elaborate much on that because it's also kind of like, we kind of want to keep it private so we can keep going a little, but also at the same time they need to know. Little known fact, they had this command called /duty, and you could check when who was on duty as moderator, so you could message them.
Okay.
It was like the /staff that everyone's asking for, or staff list that everyone's asking for, and it was great. It was a great idea. You could have your moderators time in for a certain amount of time, and then once they're done and want to play, they time out, and they're no longer on duty, and they can play freely. But because they've worked for a certain amount of time, and you could hire mods from all different time zones, so you could keep this going 24/7, at least having one mod available at all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
They took the /duty. Some random helper used it. It got removed, and we don't know like what happened to it. It's just not a command anymore.
Yeah, and also that duty concept. As far as I know, every other server has it. Like, I know Mindplex had it at one point, and you could abuse it to see if there was any moderators in your game. Remember that one? I know Badline has something like that, where you can just report players, and then the mod comes in and looks at them. I mean,
So
why does Hypixel not have it? I mean, yeah, they have more players, but why? Like, why? I don't know.
So pretty much what you're saying, telling that your message to the staff is you need to make staff more available.
Not only that,
There's
Well-
many. There's countless things you could
There's
improve
a lot of
on.
stuff.
They can improve on everything. Because honestly,
their
Just-
cheat
They just don't
detection,
do that.
watchdog,
Nothing,
whatever you
right?
want to call it, is an accident. It was never intended to eventually become a learning AI. It was never supposed to be that. A learning AI banning hackers. What it was supposed to be, I can't even remember off the top of my head because it went through so many different trial phases. I know at one point it had to do with alternate accounts getting scanned and wiped and like getting kicked from the server. But it went through so many trial phases. I don't even know how it began. But
Okay. Well, I don't.
They don't
know
have
anything
anyone
about that,
dedicated.
so, I mean,
They don't have anyone dedicated to the cheat detection. Crypt is not working on Watchdog 100% of his time when he is working for the server. He doesn't do that. They have never had a dedicated admin or developer to a cheat detection to prevent cheaters. They have a staff manager to handle how staff proceeds, but they don't have like a head moderator to decide who gets banned. None of the admins who are developers are supposed to ban anyone. They just aren't, unless they have sufficient proof that network-wise they've been abusing something. They're not supposed to ban for in-game hacks. We have an example of an old AYS member. He was never with us. He quit ages ago, but he got banned by Rogue in a Skywars game, a Mega Skywars game, for placing blocks too fast. He made a tweet about it, and he was unbanned within minutes because admins aren't supposed to ban for in-game content because they don't play the game.
mm.
And yeah, to go back on what Smith said, regarding Crypt Keeper, as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure he's the only one that does anything in regards of preventing cheating. For the most part, he's the one. He doesn't work on Hypixel full time. He also works on the other game, and then he also does other things than Watchdog, NCP. As Smith said, they never hired anyone to deal with preventing cheating. For them, it's never been a priority. Like, why? You're the biggest server, is in the biggest server for quite a lot of time now, yet they have never dedicated themselves to prevent cheating. And it shows, because every single PvP game is absolutely dead. It's filled with cheaters, which they can't deal with.
Really,
Understand.
it's just about who was going to be in position for what, who had what job to benefit what. You're a server, you're a business, you're supposed to try and guarantee satisfaction, and they couldn't. Like, a big reason we started hacking is because there was no satisfaction in playing legit.
No, I would assume that handling your server correctly, having proper cheat management would be profitable. I mean, sure, you have to pay someone a living wage, and you would make it back, but I guess they don't see it this way. For them, having such a massive cheating problem is just not a problem. They just completely do not seem to care at all about it. Which is the same thing, because when I kept, telling them, hey, you should probably fix this, they never seem to care. And to this day, they still don't. And also, there's many other things that they can do to fix the, quote-unquote, fix their server. And I think the obvious one is, get more staff. Like, hello, please, get more moderators. I have never understood why they've been so stingy in terms of their moderators. Right now, they have under 100 moderators.
I think we're at 95, right?
And a third of those haven't logged in this year, so we're down to 60, 65.
And then 30% of those don't even log in every week.
Yeah, then how many of those are also just forum moderators? They've always said quality over quantity, but I mean, honestly, I've never seen quality. Honestly, I've had multiple mods become completely corrupt. I mean, I'm not talking about Spooky Chinchilla here. I'm talking about my own mod. Would join my games and warn me when other mods would join my game. He would just watch me hack.
Well, just spill his name. It's out already. He's permanently banned. He's compromise banned.
Well, I mean, I'll keep it a secret just for him. I mean, he hasn't said if he wants it to leak or not, so I won't say anything.
Well, I mean, he leaked us.
Come
on, Kelsey. He did rat you guys out.
I mean, if R7 was here, he would tell you straight away. But
that's because it's R7. R7 leaks everything.
Well,
I don't even know that I'm
R7
putting it in the video, so I don't know that.
That's okay.
Big part of it is that there's corrupt staff as well. They come and go, but they're a big part. Some will come in and actually relatively like as much as they want to trust their staff team is also working on the opposite end, helping us hack.
Right. So
Yeah,
in simplicity to
there's been
everything
so
you
many
just
of them.
said, you want staff to be more readily available, you want Watchdog to have somebody on it 24/7, and you also want more active staff. That right?
That's
it's
very
not-
simple
It's
terms.
not that
Yes,
simple.
yes.
of
Just to
course.
narrow, so people get the main idea of what you're saying.
Well, yeah, it's also that, but it's
Okay.
also they have this helper rank, which since the inception of the server has been stripped of more and more and more perms, and
Can't
now I
even kick.
believe helpers can only mute on any other server. If you want to help the server, apart from like donating, you can apply to become a staff member, and then you can help the server. You can help new players. You can help against cheating. You know.
Yeah,
On
the meeting doesn't
Hypixel,
do
if
jack.
you want to help the server, you apply, and then
You go through a
There-
month-long
there's-
process.
a month-long process to apply. Then, if you're lucky, you get accepted, and then you become a helper. From that point on, you have to wait at least 6 months where you are absolutely useless before you have a chance to become a moderator. Like, why have a system like this? If they wanted to fix the server, all they have to do, take their helpers, just give them the mod perms. Like, okay, there's going to be false bans.
Well,
There's
they
already
have-
plenty
yeah.
of false bans. And the hacker problem, gone. It's gone.
Like, there are so many
If-
helpers, it's ridiculous.
If helpers could ban tomorrow, like AJS, over. It's done.
Yeah,
Like,
helpers are
there's
so
no point
readily
continuing.
available, but they have to find a mod who is never available.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So I just want to add one thing. So yeah, Kevos and Sniz, they covered everything about the suggestions to the
Mhm.
staff. I have nothing to add on that. But just a clarification with the whole thing with Spooky Chinchilla. Since there's a ton of people that think he unbanned us, I'm just gonna straight up. I don't care about this guy. I'm just gonna say it. Okay, he never unbanned us. I have no idea as to why the heck he wanted to play with us, but I don't even know how to start it. I think he contacted E4 or something.
It doesn't
but anyways,
matter. He's clean.
We started-
He's clean.
yeah. We started playing with him.
And he
was in our
kept
Skype
himself
chat.
clean.
We played with him. He never hacked. He was fully aware that we were hacking, but I'm more than sure that he knew we were hacking, because why else would he join our guild?
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't rat us out. but
Because
what
he
I've
couldn't.
been
If he
told-
ratted us out, then he would get demoted.
Yeah, that's a flaw in the staff team. If he can't even rat us out, like, what are you doing? If you're gonna punish someone because if you're gonna punish someone for playing with a cheater, but he exposes them, like, why the heck would you punish him?
It's like you
It
shouldn't
could've
be
been an
afraid of
inside
who
job,
you're working for.
but- Exactly. It could have been an inside job, but you just ruined that chance. But anyways, he never unbanned us. Like, if you people don't realize, they can see who bans who and who unbans who. If they see Spooky unbanning these well-known cheaters, he would have been demoted instantly. But yeah, we played with him for like a week or two. He was in the Skype chat, talked with him a bunch, and then he just left because he was told that he can't play with us, and yeah.
All right. Well, I have nothing to add on that because I don't know anything about it. But if there are a lot of people asking, well, then it's good that you get that answered. So the last question, ladies and gentlemen, the one that everyone wants to know: what would it take for you to stop hacking?
I think we can just end this one really quickly.
All right.
Literally, as soon as you make it too complicated to do, we're done. We're not going to put that much effort into trying to hack. It's fun.
Yeah.
But we do have lives. As much as contrary to popular belief.
Yeah,
Well-
many people think that we don't have lives, but especially E4. But I mean, I don't think he gets sleep. He actually has a life. Talk to him every day. He has a life, but I don't even know how he gets sleep. Yeah.
Well, developers,
it's,
you heard it there, staff. So
Yeah, no, I would like also to add, it's really simple. The moment where we can no longer hack, we're gonna stop. We're not gonna like try hard to keep going on. Like, it's not something we have personal against the server. I never had anything personal. It's fun and it's so easy. Why not? No, why
Yeah.
not? If tomorrow they wake up and listen to my suggestion and give more perms to helpers, I'm gonna stop. It's okay. I'm gonna have nothing against it. Like, good for you. You finally fixed it. Wow. It only took us, half of your elite team, to turn on you and start hacking on your server to realize that you should do something. But hey, congratulations. We're gonna stop. It's okay.
There's been various exploits that we have gone through. There's phasing, which, oh my god, you want to see something funny? Just check out Colorless's stats. That's my ult. I was #1 werewolf for a month because I boosted. And if you check my wither damage, it's unbelievable to my played games. It's just not possible.
That was so much fun.
It was so much fun. Like, I don't regret anything, really. Like, the server
You have
is...
no idea.
The server is
Boosting is
still
so much
serving
fun.
its purpose. It's giving me fun, satisfaction now.
I
Yeah,
remember
like-
getting 300 kills a game with Shaman, just pop a nado and just insta-kill the AFK.
Like, people
More fun.
try to not really make fun of me. Like, they try to yeah, I guess I don't really know have any other words. Like, they tell me, oh, you got stat boosted, haha, L. I boosted all of my stats. I boosted so much. All of AYS boosted so much. One of my friends in 2014 boosted a level 10 in 1 weekend. 2 days.
He was the first level 10 too, I think. Not the first,
Boosted
not
the
pro
entire
lane,
thing.
but he was like the first. He was the first of his kit, level 10 of his kit.
Damn.
I
Okay,
think
so
he
you
was-
guys mind?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna do a little speech here, and then that'll be it. So, all right. Well, admins and developers, you heard it there. If you make staff have more perms for helpers, and/or you make it more complicated than hack, then AJS will vanish. So, guys, if you love Hypixel Alert, make sure you slap a like on it. Leave your feedback to this discussion down in the comments below. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, Hypixel Nation now over 7,640 subscribers. Whew, there you have it.
End game.
Nice
Yeah,
outro.
yes.
Also,
Thank you.
A7 also would like us to maybe add something to
Yeah, you should.
the video.
If you want,
Okay.
if you want any
All right.
more
Coming out.
sustenance, like for
Mhm.
background knowledge, we can supply links to everything we've talked about. Like we have photos of the slash
Great.
duty. We have
Okay.
we have plank hacking for one. If you want to ever include that, don't know why.
User
But you
entered
can-
your
you
channel.
know.
Hey,
Who the
so
heck?
Who's this?
Oh. I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah,
also,
no,
we
yeah,
didn't
you
include
should,
that.
you
I'd
should
rather,
really go look at Colorless's Magawall stats.
yeah,
They're
take
very
photos
good.
of that. That
Oh
account's
yeah,
dead.
Lego. I got some screenshots for you, like if you want about my ban and shit.
Okay.
Wait, let me bring them up. Oh, and you should mention me. Like I have just recently just started hacking on alts and just joined AGS like very recently, like today.